A legacy, the first in a classical series of men's devotionals, depicts characters of men from the Bible who represent men of today. Some succeeded while others failed. There are those who were strong yet some were weak. There is the spiritual and carnal. Kings, rulers, princes, and patriarchs, all of whom men can identify with. They all left a legacy, whether it was positive or negative. What is your legacy? The lessons learned from the life of Laban is that it does not pay to be a dishonest man. It became obvious that Laban was not a man of God. Jacob's experiences revealed the true character of Laban. He was deceitful, greedy, and dishonest. These were traits his nephews Esau and Jacob inherited. Nothing prevented him from financial gain, and he stopped short of murder only because of God's intervention. He could not be trusted and was guilty of fraud, kidnapping, and extortion. On more than one occasion, Laban made fraudulent agreements with Jacob. He exploited his own nephew who had gone to him for refuge. For 20 years Laban subjected Jacob to arduous free labor, ruining his quality of life and compensating him with poor substitutes as payment. Men who take advantage of those in the same situation as Jacob are like Laban. They give low wages for extremely long hours, no benefits, and poor working conditions to migrants, single mothers, and the uneducated. They make agreements but do not keep them because they know complaints will not be made. Without a conscience, they build their wealth off the backs of their poor, disadvantaged relatives or friends while they enjoy undisturbed sleep in their comfortable homes, secure neighborhoods, and treat their pets better than their workers. Anyone who stays with a man like Laban stays against his will. His own daughters were willing to escape from him because he prostituted them. A man who could use his own children for monetary gain is barbaric. His actions had a negative effect on them, and they grew to think less of him. Laban used extortion to pressure Jacob and his family into remaining under his oppressive grip. He withheld their wages and made false promises to secure their commitment to him by force. A man who uses the same strategies as Laban is heartless, but he will not go unpunished, because the silent cries of his victims ascended to heaven. At the thought of losing his source of income, Laban hunted Jacob and his family like animals in a murderous pursuit, until God's intervention prevented him from harming Jacob. Only God can change the heart of a man like Laban. Most Labans block God out because they don't want to let go of their source of gain and therefore continue to exploit and oppress the underprivileged. Men like Laban have very few friends and spend most of their lives in fear of other men like themselves. Most have troubled relationships and can only find comfort in their material possessions. If you are a Laban, God can change you into becoming an honest, trustworthy, and dignified man. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Romans 12 verses 17 to 19.